Alex Jones is the #1 Twitter trend after the CNN confrontation. You can see the United States trends, and Alex Jones is #1. And in the world, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he's #7. That's pretty big. Pretty big for a guy that has, you know, shouldn't even be talked about, or now he has too much influence now that he gets on and he's given that area, that arena, that fake arena that they want you to think is so big and so prized. Let me tell you, the green room in the CNN offices did not look very nice, as Alex pointed out. The carpet was faded, the bathroom was dirty. They had a couple machines over there to make coffee that didn't even work. I mean, it's going down. It's going down. They had this weird picture of Fareed Zakaria, kind of looking almost messianic, just like, oh man, very creepy. I'll throw that picture together. And tomorrow, I'm going to edit up the video of Alex confronting the TSA. It's about a 15-minute video, and there's a lot of Alex being detained in the area, the glass area where they do the pat-downs, which they didn't do. They brought him over there. They did the beep. They made it beep after he walked through, so then they brought him over to that area, and they sat there with him for a while, but they didn't search him. They didn't do the full-body pat-down. They didn't do any pat-down to him. They just kept him there for a while, threatened him a little bit, and then let him go on his way. Moving on. Court filing. Cops seize prescription meds belonging to Batman shooter. Oh, it's what we've been saying all along. These shooters are on meds just about every time. Every time there's a mass shooting, meds. Wow, amazing. While the establishment media continues to blame the Sandy Hook massacre on the Second Amendment, the clear connection between psychotropic drugs and mass shootings continues to be buried. Newly obtained court filings in the murder case against James Holmes show that police seized 4 bottles of prescription drugs from the Batman shooter's home shortly after the Aurora massacre. They also said his eyes were very dilated and he was listless and unresponsive. That doesn't seem like a guy who went in there and shot all those people with the gun that had the 100-round magazine, but when they found it only had a little banana clip in it. That's even stranger. And it's even stranger that we haven't seen any of the security footage from that. We haven't seen any security footage from Sandy Hook either. What also? We haven't seen the front door that supposedly the Sandy Hook shooter, Adam Lanza, the alleged Sandy Hook shooter, blasted his way through. No pictures of that. You would think that the media would capitalize on that image, like, here's where the gunman busted through. But no, they're not doing that. Very interesting. Couple more stories. College Park, this is a story we covered back in November, and now it's come back up again. You remember Julie Bass in Michigan, who was being threatened for having a garden in her front yard? This is in Orlando. College Park couple says front yard vegetable garden is under fire again. Helveston's, that's Jason and Jennifer Helvenston, launched protest against Orlando's law facing fines. A College Park couple, its vegetable garden is on the chopping block again after the city threatened fines if they don't uproot it by Thursday, which they say violates their constitutional right to peacefully use their property to grow their own food. They're going to give them $500 a day fines. After hundreds of emails supporting the couple flowed in and initially allowing the Helvesons to keep their garden, saying it will hold off the violations, the city has since asked the couple to uproot the garden and replace it with a lawn or face fines. The greatest freedom you can give someone is the freedom to know they will not go hungry, said Jason. They will take our house before they take our patriot garden. People sound like listeners. We're going to find out. I've sent them an email. Hopefully they'll get back with us and get them on. Jason and Jennifer, we want to get you on and talk about this and let people know how they could help, because our listeners are very vocal, as you can see. And finally tonight, Congress less popular than root canal, cockroaches, and lice, poll says. A new poll showing that Congress is less popular than carnies, root canals, colonoscopies, but more popular than the Ebola virus, meth labs, and gonorrhea. These were findings in the public policy polling survey released Thursday that showed that 9% of the respondents held a favorable opinion of Congress, while 85% said they held an unfavorable view. Well, of course. But these people still keep getting elected. It's amazing how they manage to... Nobody likes what they do, yet over and over again. Seems like the system's rigged. Finally, our quote of the night, quote of the day, from Martin Luther King Jr. The past is prophetic in that it asserts loudly that wars are poor chisels for carving out peaceful tomorrows. Yet, what do we see? We see our governments telling us that war is the only answer to a peaceful world and that we have to send drones up in the air and kill children in order to save us from Al-Qaeda, and that we must all be groped by the TSA, which I did get groped in New Jersey coming back home. The guy didn't do a good job, though, but I actually want to thank him for that. And he knows who he is if he's watching right now. Anyway, that's our show for tonight. We don't have a guest tonight. We just wanted to cover this Piers Morgan stuff. And, you know, I think it was overall, Alex did a kick-butt job. I mean, a lot of people could say how they would have done it better. You don't know until you go into the belly of the beast how you're going to react. And Alex Jones did an exemplary job. I was there. I saw it all firsthand. I saw when they escorted us out after they were being so nice to us at the beginning, and how they never mentioned that they were going to have victims' families on. Alex even asked them that. Were y'all going to have victims' families or anything, or any of the kids? Oh, no, no, no. And then what did they start off with? Boom, victims' families, and who are for reasonable gun control. There is no reasonable gun control. Once they start taking one firearm, they're going to start taking them all. That's how it is. So get out there and get your guns and learn how to use them responsibly, because that is the true nature of the Second Amendment. It is not for duck hunting, as Jakari Jackson said in our piece. In fact, let's end with that tonight. Let's end with our call for a new plan tonight as we end tonight. And if you're not a member right now, if you're watching this on YouTube, please consider becoming a member of prisonplanet.tv. We have an amazing special right now, $39.95 for a full year. That's it. That's the first year right there. Less than $40, and you can have over 10 people share the passcode at any one time. So you could probably have 20 as long as you're not on at the same time. It's called Operation Wake the Sleeping Giant. You can get that passcode, send it out to the people you love, send it out to the people you know. Say, hey, look, free information. Remember the guy on Piers Morgan? Here's his nightly news show every night. And he's got his day show. You can watch the day show in video and see all the great things. Today we gave the Skeksis Award out to Alan Dershowitz, and he deserved it, because he is a Skeksis. And we're going to have more on Alan Dershowitz. Now that he wants to attack us and say we're bad for wanting our guns, we're going to dig up a little bit on Alan Dershowitz and see what he's hiding in his closet. That's it for tonight. I'm your host, Rob Dew. It's been a pleasure doing the news tonight and going up there and accompanying Alex as he hijacked CNN and the Piers Morgan show for just a short time, but just enough of jamming some truth into that transmission, into those airwaves that will reverberate for months to come. Thank you and good night.
Sick of the globalist eugenicist control freaks adding poison to your water and laughing as you get sick and die? Start purifying your water with ProPure. My friends, I've done a lot of research, and the best gravity filter out there, bar none, is ProPure, and it's available discounted at infowars.com. Its filters are silver impregnated to prevent bacterial growth. There's no priming required. It's NSF 42 certified. Optional fluoride filters can reduce fluoride up to 95%. Easy to set up and use. Doesn't require electricity. Purify water from lakes, streams, ponds, and wells. This filter system leaves in beneficial minerals, which is key. Save money by not buying bottled water and avoid BPA that leaches from the plastic. ProPure is the best gravity-fed filter out there. It's what my family uses. Infowars.com already has the lowest price on ProPure. But if you add the promo code WATER at checkout, you get an additional 10% off at Infowars.com. You can also call to order 888-253-3139.